always think a little differently. Don't think by convention all the time. And it's easy going the road made by others. You make your own road. And that's what I think I call it as innovation. I think innovation is doing things a little different from others. I'm Dr. Sanduk Ruit, working as an eye surgeon and the director of the Tilganga Institute of Ophthalmology. I was born in a place very remote at the foothills of Kanchenjunga called Wolangchungola. I had a younger sister who was very close to me, and during the process of her also studying in Kathmandu, she developed tuberculosis, and after about 2 years, tuberculosis became refractive or resistant to drugs, and on the 3rd year she died, just near me, and I get a kick in my head, maybe this is what my future probably takes me to. And I thought I will get into medicine, where I can grow up and treat many other people who cannot suffer like this. Then I started thinking about, I met wonderful people on the process, and I met very early on in 1985 a friend, and later on who became a mentor for nearly 7 years, Fred Hollows, and we had a common ambition of making sure we can take this type of surgery to such areas like Nepal, and how could we do that, And we always used to say that though the fingers of the hand are different sizes, how can we make them of the same size? How can we create a world with no geographical boundaries, How can we bring the people, the marginalized people, come to the process where they can have this service? So we looked into the economics of manufacturing lenses, and we looked into the economics of providing the services, and looked into issues of cost recovery, pricing tier, and pricing tier in a way, providing it at very low cost or even no cost for patients who cannot pay, and substantial cost for people who can pay. So the paying patients will subsidize for the for the poorer patients. Tilganga was established during the darkest hours of Nepal's political history, conflict time. And we had much difficulty in getting on with the system, and then to bring our colleagues in line to accept the concept that the poorest people need the best eye care. And this is very difficult to sell, and people always say that it's very complicated, it's very expensive, but it can be made simple, it can be made less expensive without compromising on the quality. I think this is the whole essence of social entrepreneurship, and that's what we have, I think, done. Yeah. I feel extremely privileged in getting this Schwab Entrepreneurship Award for 2014 from given by the Schwab Foundation. I think several reasons is one is Nepal is one of the lowest economic countries in the low economy segment, and second, we are going through a difficult political transition, and I think it gives us such a wonderful platform for us to make our voice heard in the most resourceful people's platform. And I really feel that I can make that opportunity very well. Don't get discouraged by having no electricity, no water. I think these are in fact makes you harder. That's how I grew up. I grew up, and I can claim I have done so well because I grew up so difficult. So it's always nice to grow up very difficult. But willpower, focus, and your commitment. The work that we have done so far, and people have put me in the forefront, but I have a wonderful team. I think without teamwork, you cannot do things. And leadership is all about putting yourself in an open class and taking your team along with you. So it's very important that you have a good team.